Hi, John Kelly back again, the second part of our tutorial, and we last left off giving you an overview, a general overview of WordPress, and basically the difference between a static page versus a blog page and a blog post. And ultimately, we also said that there's different structure elements of the website as well, regardless of how it looks. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to go into what's called the admin panel, or also known as the dashboard in WordPress, which is the place where you're going to be able to edit this content, make changes, add videos, pictures, etc., etc. And of course, we're going to have a video in more detail of each of those things ongoing here. So bear with me, we can't squeeze them all into one big video. It just wouldn't work out too well. But the next step to get into our admin panel, or what's called the dashboard of the website, is we go to the link that says login. Now, you may or may not have this link here. So you might be at the very bottom, it might be off to the side, might be off to the left, the top, it may not be on the page at all. Okay, but two things you need to remember. If you do not have this login link, all you need to do is remember WP for WordPress dash admin. So up here, where you see the address of the website here, at the very end of that address, simply type in WP-ADMIN. And when you do that, it's going to take you to the same exact place that login link would take you as well. Okay, so keep that in mind with WordPress, WP-admin. Okay, for WordPress admin. Alright, so you've been given a username and a password depending on what that is. For me right now it's admin, and I put my password in. And this also has a password reset procedure as well. If you lose it, it's going to ask you for your email address. It'll send you an email requesting a password reset, and then it will send you back here to send another email with your new password. Alright, and when we're in the dashboard, we can show you where you can go and change your password again, because they're going to send you a generic one with a bunch of numbers and characters. Alright, so let's log into our dashboard. Click on Login, and here we are. Now, one of the first things I want you to always know is, how do I get back to the front of my website once you're on this page? There's a lot of stuff here, and I'm going to show you how to clean it up. Okay. Your general navigation for everything you're going to do in the dashboard is over here off to the left, and we're going to go through that in detail as well, at least for the most part. But if you want to get right back to the front end of your website, just remember this little link up here. Okay, so whatever this link says, it may be the description of your website, it may be your business name, whatever it is, but this is always a link that's up here. It's next to the little W logo, and I just simply click on that, and it takes me right back to the front end of my website. Now, when we logged into our website, you'll notice down here where it said log in, now it says either go to the site admin. If I click that, it takes me right back again. Okay, if I want to go back to the front of the website, go to there again. Or I can log out of my website, which is what I would recommend anytime that you're done with your website. Now, only you right now have the ability to go into your admin panel. Somebody else could be on your website currently, but they have no way of accessing your admin panel, so don't worry about that. Okay, so another new thing as of the version 3 series came about in WordPress, we have a new admin panel, a new admin bar that appears for quick shortcuts to get to different places in your admin panel. This only appears when you're logged in. If you're logged out, this will not be here. So this is another way that you can jump back and forth from the front and back of your website. So for example, if I just go up here and click on admin, it'll take me right back where I was. Okay, easy enough. Now, if I want to now I clicked on dashboard. I didn't say that, but I just clicked on dashboard because when I clicked on admin, it brought me into, let me just show you. When I click on admin, it's going to take me to my profile. So what it did down here is it took me to users, and then it took me to my profile. So you can see my profile. I can put my name in, my last name, admin. I can change my email address. I can give myself a little bio if I wish. And remember I said about resetting your password? This is where you do it. So if you have a new password, simply type it in here. Make sure it's uppercase, lowercase, numbers, as well as special characters. They make the strongest passwords available. Do not use a regular name or anything that can be typed out or be found in a dictionary in any way, shape, or form. There is software out there that people use to hack into your website by simply running the entire alphabet and number system and in combinations on that password area until they find it, and then they get in, and they can do that in a matter of seconds. Okay, so make sure your password is very, very unique and very strong. Okay. All right, so enough about passwords in your profile. So again, if I want to go back to my dashboard, everything again is off here to the left. I click on dashboard and I'm right back in again. Now the next thing we're going to do is do a little bit of house cleaning here. There's a lot of stuff here that I really don't need. We don't need to know about WordPress and other WordPress news and plugins and all that stuff. So we can control this little area right here with this neat little function right here called screen options. So when I click on that, a little drop down box pops up. Whatever I want to appear here, I just leave a check mark next to. So you can see this box right here called Right Now. Okay, if I click that, that goes away. Okay, that one's probably one that you want to keep there. Recent comments, probably that as well. Incoming links, plugins, quick press I do not recommend you use. Recent drafts may be a good one to keep in case and I'll show you that why later. WordPress blog, and that we can get rid of. Now you can also make different columns here of content as well. Okay, and you can get rid of that. So that cleans this up real nice. And if you notice, one of the things I could do is I can move my mouse over these little boxes here, and I can drag them and I can drop them into different positions. Now it takes a little finesse, but you notice that it puts a dotted outline around the area that you can drop it into. So if I move it back over here and I just let it go, it'll drop right into that dotted outline. Same thing with this. If I decide to move this up, you can see that it's got to make room for it first, and then you can let it go, and you can rearrange these any way you wish. Okay. Get used to that because there's other features in WordPress that you're going to need to do that with too, including your menu and widgets that we're going to get to here shortly. Alright, so ultimately when we're logging into WordPress, this is how we do it. And what we're going to get into next is we're going to talk about the different things that are over here on the menu and the different things that we can do with it. One of the things I want to mention to you right now though is you may not be able to see all the different options that I have over here. I am logged in as an administrator to WordPress, meaning I have the highest permission level to get onto this website and get into the dashboard. Okay, there are other permission levels. So if I go here to all users, I can have multiple users work this website. You can give each one their own unique password and username. Now when I log into me, when I go into my password, you can see that there are different levels, and actually I did that wrong, excuse me. So if I were to add a new user, for example, excuse me, I give them a username and an email, give them a password, and then what is their role? What is their access role? An administrator is the highest you can get. You have access to everything, which means you can really screw up the website if you don't know what you're doing. Editor is the next level down. Author, contributor. If you're just giving somebody permission to get in here to just add a blog post or change content, really contributor is as high as you need to go. So that's what I would recommend. Okay. So from here, what we're going to do is next talk about the different things, going right down the menu about what you can do with WordPress and how it works. So we're going to go into great detail here. So I'll see you in the next tutorial.